Hey guys, Tiaza here, freebellydanceclasses.com. Quick video here today just to show you a move that I believe I taught you before in other choreographies, but it doesn't seem like I've taught it to you separately, which is what I call the side hip lift walk, okay? What we're doing is we're lifting the hip as we walk sideways, okay? So the way it looks like is this. I'll show it to you first and then we'll break it down from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, switch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can modify, of course, the arms in so many different ways that I'll break those down for you. So what we're doing here is this. Our feet are together, first of all. So it's just about hip width apart, okay? And then the key in this move is when you start, is the way you start. When you start, you gotta make sure that you're doing the right step. If you start right, everything else just goes smoothly from there. If you start the wrong way, it's not gonna happen. So focus on the beginning. So how does it start then? The 1 count is an actual side step. So like if I'm going this way, I'm gonna obviously step with my left. So as I step with my left, I lift my right. And that happens immediately. I mean, the same second. So all those two moves together are actually 1 count. That's the count number 1 in our combos. So as I take that step to the side, I'm just gonna lift my pants here so you guys can see my footwork. So the side step is going to be flat. And then here, I'm gonna lift the hip immediately. So I'm lifting, my heel, of course, to do that hip lift, all right? So from here, lift. And it's not a big step. I'm making it just a little bigger than it probably should be right now because I want you guys to see it, but don't make it a big step, make it small. So again, relax the arms here for now. Take a step and lift. And if you're still struggling with that, make sure you focus on that part first. Just kind of practice it, bring it in. Practice, bring it in. Just keep doing it till you get it. Once you feel like you got it, slide this foot in. That's your 2. You'll do the same thing again as you keep walking. This is 3 and this is 4. Okay? So the lift is 1 count, the slide is another count. And then keep walking with it sideways for practice. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Doing exactly the same thing on the other side. Step in and lift. Together. Step, lift. Together. Step, lift. Together. Step, lift. Together. Okay? Once you feel like you guys got it, make sure you speed it up from there. So it's going to look like this if it goes fast. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay? A little trick here, if you were trying to move fast and, well, if you're trying to switch fast from side to side, is really where you're going to need this, which is the last step that you're taking before the switch. Try not to take a flat step like this, because that's going to kind of slow you down to switch to the other side. Instead, what you would do is you would lift and then bring your foot here on the toe and bend your knee. And that's going to make the next step really quick to the other side. So what I mean by that is this. So if I'm going to the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is just tap on your toe and bend your knee a little bit. Then go to the other side, same thing. Up, together, up, together, up, together, up, toe, and bend. And make sure you keep your upper body straight, okay? I'll do that a little bit faster this time. Arms still just in the middle right now. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and toe. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, toe. Okay? Now, let's talk about arms. So, what I just did right now, right here, that could be enough for you if you're a beginner still working on the footwork. Now, take it a step from there. We're going to take both arms to the side, like this, point the fingers up. Then make sure that you frame in the chest. So one arm will go down and one arm will be up. And then we're going to walk it again, same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can glance at your hip every time you lift. Now switch to the other side and go again. So glance at the hip, glance, glance, glance. Okay? Now, how to switch the arms, you switch them as you bring your foot on the toe. So once you bring that foot on the toe, it's the exact same second while the arms would switch. So it would look like this: 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and switch, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and switch. Okay, so that's one way you can do the arms. The other way is you can bring this hand in the front, the one that's in the front, and then it's gonna hug you here like this on the side. Just gonna hold your hand like this and bring the other hand back here and then go again. Make sure you twist a little bit more to the side, glance at the hip as you walk, and go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Switch again at 8 as you bring that foot on the toe, and do exactly the same thing with the arms and same thing with the hip. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay? You can also do this where you can bring both hands up here, one by the shoulder and the other one back here, and then walk it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and switch, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and switch. You can also do it where you're moving this hand up and down like this. If you're traveling to the left, you move the left arm. If you're traveling to the right, you move the right arm. So it would look like this: 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and switch. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and switch. Okay? So those were just ideas, but of course you guys can be creative, spice it up a little bit, do whatever you want with your arms, and have fun with it. So that's the side step. That's the side walking hip lifts. Okay? I use this a lot in my combinations and choreographies. So hopefully this was a good breakdown for you to give you an idea of how you can use it, and feel free to use it also in your own choreographies and your own performances. I'll see you guys next time. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Bye.